all right, Trill. It is your show. Go ahead.
All right, let's get it. Wait, was Loveless?
Lovis said, "Did you read the message? Lovis is
He most likely won't be here today.
most likely."
Oh, that sucks. Wait, let me run downstairs and get my bait. I'll be right back. But start the the intro stuff. I'm coming back.
No. Everybody, it's Trilla XL. Woohoo! You want me to do Arsenio Hall? Okay, fine then. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Trilla XL. Better. He didn't hear me, did he? Okay, fine then. Woo, 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 woo.
Come in like Joker.
There you
All
Okay.
go.
right. Wait, let me get my phone. So my answer, some of my answers down here. Um, where did I write them at? Oh, here they are. Okay. So, Miss, if you want to still ask the questions, 'cause I feel like um that's a good balance, and then we'll just go with actually, if you want to, actually, I'll ask one, you ask two, Mac, you'll ask three, and then I'll come back and ask four, and then we can just go into how we feel and ratings and etc. How do you guys feel?
That's cool.
Okay.
We're doing centers by the way, everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like instead of me just asking all the questions, unless you guys just want me to ask all the questions, I can just do that. However you guys want.
Okay,
I'll just try
cool.
and get everyone involved.
Okay. I'm ready. Um, I'm ready. Give me a second. Let me get my list ready because I have everything ready. There we go.
Yeah, I wrote it in the message thread that we were all on Twitter. So like I didn't hit send, so I have to like have it weirdly placed, or you guys are gonna see my answers before because
Oh
I
no, I got some questions.
accidentally wrote them there.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I got a question.
Wait, are we
Question.
already live? Are
Yep,
we already recording?
we're recording.
Oh, I'm a shithead. My bad.
That's okay. So I got a question, and I want to
Did
be
you already
fair.
do like the intro? Wait, did we skip the intro?
No, the intro is already done.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
No, no, no. Trill, do the
do
intro
the intro again.
because if you let Mac put what he did, you're gonna be embarrassed.
Okay, I got you.
It's not going to be edited out. It's going to be stayed in.
Well, Trill,
Jesus.
prepare to be embarrassed on your own episode.
Yep.
That sounds about right with Mac. That sounds on par.
Yep. It is.
Always hogging the spotlight. Ugh.
I don't hog no spotlight. I just give you all the spotlight. You all the shine. Okay.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's the
Everybody
exact
gets to
opposite
shine
of
on the
what.
F1.
All
Everybody
right,
gets.
guys. So we're here doing Black Film Talk. Today's episode is Sinners. Came out in 2025. A movie directed and written by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan. This is definitely a horror movie. It is a period piece placed in the, I'd say between 1930 and
This
1945-ish.
is supposed to be during the Cold War, right? During
Well,
the World War Two,
well, it
World War One.
doesn't it open in 1932 and then it progresses.
Yeah.
So it'd be 1930 to like 1945. Can I get through the fucking intro, guys?
Go
What are we
ahead. Go
doing right
ahead.
now?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Get the fucking intro then. Go ahead.
What are we doing? Got hacking me off right here. Fucking
Oh
chop
no.
blocking me right now.
No.
No, but what I'm saying is, not only I feel like this movie is my pick, but I picked it because it's the first movie I saw this year where I was like, we have to talk about this. I wish my pick was first, so we could have talked about it a month ago when it came out. But I'm glad that we're talking about it now. I'm very excited about this director, all the actors in it. and I feel like we have a great show up for you guys tonight. So, Mac, what you were saying before I so rudely interrupted you, what
Oh,
was your question?
oh, my question. So, here's my question. Here's my question. And I wrote this down as I was watching this scene. Question: why do I feel upset? And I want to make sure you're feeling the same way. Why do I feel upset seeing how cotton is pulled? It's like a trigger sign. I just want to make sure you're all not feeling the same way I'm feeling.
Well, sometimes I think you're the comedian.
Huh?
Sometimes I think you're the comedian. That's hilarious.
No,
Um,
I'm
I felt the
serious.
same way.
I felt triggered when I saw them picking that cotton. I was like, oh, why I feel the need to punch somebody. When they were picking
Yeah.
that cotton, I was like, I feel the need to.
Well, you know they're in the field to make the quota
I
because at
know.
that
Yeah.
time
I get it, but I
they were.
want to punch somebody
Go ahead.
because of that shit. You know, no, it's like they do a video of someone of different color literally trying to pick cotton. Say, see, it's easy. It's easy. Yeah, it's easy, huh? Yeah. I really want to say fuck you, but fuck you.
Missed your reaction to the question.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Well, are you drunk
Dude.
enough? Are you drunk for this? Here, Troy, I got another question for you. So what they were smoking, was that tobacco? Or was that wacky tobacco they were smoking?
That was actually tobacco.
Yeah, that was most likely tobacco.
Okay, so because I'm very much aware that the how can we say this split from our audience, Miss Mac, you guys know me pretty well. If you had to choose which of the um brothers' personalities I more go along with, would you say it was Stack or Smoke? Smoke being the aggressive, violent one, but it was also, measured and tactful, and Stack being the, tailored, smooth guy who could talk his way out of anything that didn't have a
Both?
gun.
Both. He did do it at both.
Yeah, you are both, sir.
Yeah.
God, I really hate that about myself. Well, that's all, folks. This week for therapy. See you next week.
Yep. There we go. Yeah. Also, while we're on the subject, while he's gone, I got another one. I sat there and typed this down as I was watching the film. The more cotton fields I see, the more I want to take a flamethrower to it.
You're just triggered by the cotton.
Yeah, I am.
Seriously.
It triggers me. Like
I feel like as soon as you saw the
I
cotton,
don't know if an ancestor of mine picked cotton and got whipped.
Mac. Really? I think all of our ancestors probably did this.
Yeah, and you don't want to literally see all that shit. It's like, man, it's time. Man, flamethrower.
That's also how they made their living. So no, I don't want to do that.
yeah, after a while, Mac, they had to unfortunately stay on the same farms or in the same areas in which they used to be slaves and work and do the same job that they were now professionally trained to do and still be underpaid for it.
Yeah, that is
Tragedy. But getting back to the movie overall at hand, let's dive into the first question. The first question I got for you guys tonight is Sinners is one of those movies that has so much music woven into it. You wouldn't necessarily call it a musical, but the songs are important to the overall storytelling and at the core of the message. So, Miss, as always with my shows, we go ladies first. Miss, what is your favorite song from the movie Sinners?
Okay, I had to look up the name before I forgot it. So I went with juke because I tend to like juke music.
I like
Plus,
juke.
plus it's kind of like, party vibey music, which in that juke setting was live. That was a live party they had.
And it was lit, wasn't it?
They were.
It was lit. Only people who could shut them down was the Klan. It was lit.
Exactly.
I tell you what, I wish I was in that motherfucker.
At least up to a point.
Slide. Talk about I'll take some coin. Like, oh. What's that? He had to look. He had to. I'll take some corn liquor. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah, that joke is something. Once
this
he saw
movie's
that Irish
authentic.
beer, he was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I want that. I'll take that. All right."
That is somebody's uncle.
Yeah,
Well,
you can tell he was alcoholic because his lip was like dry. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I want that shit." uh,
it was
I like I don't know if that's only a I don't know if it's the same song, but I like Sam's song. The one he did was that Juke.
no,
No, it wasn't Juke.
No,
no. Sam is
no, this his song.
that's the song he's singing at the bus stop,
Yeah,
I believe.
no,
The
no,
short one.
yeah, that's his song. I love that song. It just
Yeah,
sounds it really cool. It's I like it.
that's a good scene.
I do like it, but I do like certain things and where he does stuff, But I like that song.
I chose Can't Win for Losing. I love how it starts out talking about the preacher and talking about how he's keep trying, but he honestly he can't win for losing. And just that kid's voice is just it's insane, dude. Like I am definitely envious of you, young man. I wish I could sing that well. That is crazy, crazy. You never think it came from him. It sounds like it comes from a record player when he opens his mouth. You know what I'm saying? It sounds right. It sounds like timeless. You feel what I'm saying? Like his voice is like if you put Whitney Houston on the day she comes out and right now in 2025, timeless. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like okay, Whitney was a good example. Let's not dilute the
But
pool.
this soundtrack was really good.
Yeah, it was.
It
It
was.
was.
It might be on a future episode of Dope Albums.
Might be. You never know. You
Ooh.
never know.
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, Trill's gonna
You're
be
welcome,
it.
Mac. You gotta get sound
Oh
effects.
no, no,
Jesus,
you know
man.
me. I'm sticking to Matt Miller, Tyler Creator, J Cole, and all the other ones.
You've never picked a J. Cole album.
Don't worry, it's coming. 2014 Forest Hill Drive is coming. Don't worry,
Yeah.
it's coming. This is not listened to it probably. Not the new edition.
No, I have not.
Yeah, we're definitely doing 2014 Forest Hill Drive in the future. Don't worry.
All right, question number 2, guys. Which role did you guys feel that Michael B. Jordan portrayed the best? Was it Stack or was it Smoke? Sorry,
Himself.
brain fart.
I lean towards Stack.
And I you know what? I, I'm leaning towards Smoke.
I said Smoke, so
Stack is good, but Smoke has emotion with himself. It has a little bit more emotion. Not only does
Oh wait, am I think? Oh, oops! I think I am thinking of the wrong twin.
Stack is the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
with
yeah,
Haley
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Steinfeld.
Smoke.
hold
Smoke is
on.
the one with
Smoke has the red.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's with the
Yeah, I
light
think
skinned
I
girl.
think it's Smoke. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. He's
Stack
Josh
with the
Allen's future wife. Yeah,
hey yo.
who Josh Allen he needed to cuff her right away because
Hey yo.
Michael B. Jordan was about to steal a girl.
Hey yo.
Yeah, he was gonna steal. He's
Don't leave your girl around me, a true player for real. I'm
he about, I mean, Michael B. Jordan in this film. Let's talk about that. We got to talk about how Michael B. Jordan was literally Trey Songz in this damn song. He was just stealing your hoe. He was literally stealing that girl. I mean, I'm like, no, I have this written. I swear to you, I have this written right here in my notes. I have this written several times. And I quote, Mary is dehydrated. Those of you who don't know, Trill is laughing. Mary is dehydrated. Damn. I really take this down. This is when Mary drooled. Damn. I don't know what type of porn this
let's
is.
just get into it. Let's just get into it, man.
Well, Just real quick,
Weekend today. Get
I
to
say
it.
smoke because it's related to my favorite scene.
You talking about the ending?
His ending, yes.
Yeah, his ending was really good. I did like that ending because I was sitting there like, yeah,
Okay, Miss. Let's go to that question. Miss, what's your favorite scene? Give it to us.
Okay, now it's kind of a moment within the scene that Mac is talking about, but when he's taking his last breaths and he sees like, oh, what's her face? Annie? Yeah, Annie
Annie.
and the baby.
Who's
Oh
beautiful,
yes,
by the way. I do like the actress. She's hot.
I mean, that's not why, but I just like that moment because, with these kinds of scenes, you don't tend to see like,
hmm
or if you've ever seen Train to Busan, which is a Korean movie, they have that moment too, where you see the main character have their final thought.
Yeah,
And
seeing his daughter.
yes.
Yeah.
So some about that kind of stuff chokes me up because you don't tend to see that played out like that too often. But the whole taking out the clan thing, that was kind of awesome too.
Damn it, that's my
Okay,
favorite scene.
But like I said, that whole scene is my favorite. But
That
it's
whole
more
scene
the
my favorite,
that
but
moment,
I didn't know
that
what.
last moment within the scene
Yeah, you and me
makes
are
it
right
all.
eye to eye. That's my favorite scene. Like I literally was like up in the air, like yes, get the
okay.
motherfuckers.
So I hear y'all on that being your favorite scene, but sometimes in movies when they touch our life, they become more real to us in particular, right? And that's what we're talking about,
That's real
opinions,
right there.
right? So
Yes.
imagine you and your homeboy pick up your friend that got the instrument who he can play the guitar, right? You pull up to the train station to get the old drunk guy who happens to be somebody somehow related to somebody, right? And your ex pull up to you and she tripping in front of everybody, but don't nobody notice because you done gave the old dude some liquor and now he playing a song, so now you get to slide out. But somehow your ex follow you to the juke joint in which you setting up.
Isn't that the scene
If
where
that ain't
she?
season one, guys, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Isn't that the scene where where she says, and I quote, "You ate this."
Exactly. You ate the Kit Kat and fucked me so good, I thought you changed your mind. I've heard that verbatim.
Once again, it goes back to what I said. Mary was dehydrated. She was thirsty as fuck.
She was not dehydrated. She was in the
I
desert.
legit about typed in, and I'm gonna say this right now. Josh Allen, literally must have saw
Stop
that movie.
invoking that man's name.
No offense. No, I'm gonna say this right
He's a
now.
big man, man.
Huh?
Okay, you got it.
What you said?
No, you just got one of the ones. That's all I'm saying. I got you know.
What?
I'm saying you want to talk about Muggsy Bogues. I got you. You talking about Josh Allen, who's like 6'5", bro. You got
I'm
one of
not
them ones
scared
by
of Josh
yourself.
Allen. Josh Allen cool, but I
I'm
fuck
not saying you gotta be
I
scared.
fuck
You're a grown man.
I
I
fuck
you
Josh
know,
Allen up, but I'm just
and
telling
you're
the
not a
truth.
small dude at all. But I'm saying,
I'm
you know,
congratulating Josh Allen.
don't expect me to hit him with a no twos. I gotta. Oh,
I'm not scared. Matt Boy
I
is
make him a
like
push.
run me. Look, man,
Got you for a
I'll
push.
tell it like it is.
I'm old. I got you like and then you gotta,
Stop being a little
you
bitch.
gotta,
Calm down.
you got. I'm gonna push him in. You just got.
Josh Allen did the right thing by marrying that girl. I'm just being honest. He
They're
did the
not
right thing.
married.
Huh?
They're not married.
Well,
So you're
they're
saying
about
it's
to
a.
be married. He did the right thing putting a ring on it because he must have saw that film and he was like, man, I got to propose to this girl just
What do
like
you
that.
mean he put a ring up, but they're not married? Miss, can we get the tea? There are
They
people
are.
in chat.
They got engaged November 22nd, 2024.
Are about to get married.
And also, most likely, they got engaged before this movie, Mac.
Okay, well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I was Josh Allen, if I saw that movie, I would have cuffed her right then and there. I was like, we need to cuff you. I would have.
Okay,
This
let's
is me.
let's talk about that dynamic then, Mac. Let's explore that in a more constructive way. Um, each brother had a partner, and the partner served a different
purpose,
Miss,
or position. It's more of a
thank you.
position.
Position. Because purpose
Yes, because I know where
is
you're
what the
going with
man
this.
should have.
Miss,
If we're
you want
being,
to reiterate on
if
position?
if we're being straight ahead, purpose is my thing. Your position helps define my purpose, right?
Yes.
So if my purpose is to send you away for you to have a better life, but your position you trying to choose was to be one place and now you choosing to be someplace else, that is a toxic position. Just as the same position you could say a nurturer and a lover that feels left or cast aside to grow and find bigger things when the thing that that person wanted was the thing you weren't giving, which was time.
Yes.
Both brothers were stealing time from another man. The one brother was stealing time from the white man who was married to the white woman, right? And this is my theory. The other brother, more tragically, was stealing time from himself by not being able to forgive something that just naturally can happen. A child, you know, in birth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't say the word.
Stillbirth.
So what was
But
the
yeah.
question about the two?
So the question was, um, fuck, miss, what was the original question? I had
You
said
going around your own explanation. It's okay.
no. The question
What
was,
what's one message you took away from the movie?
yeah,
Maybe
what's
that one.
one message you took away from the movie? And mine was the one about. Thank you. I didn't have my phone open. Was the one about the position between the dynamic between each of the women in their lives. How, and I also like how they were very polar opposite looking as well.
Which served a purpose. There was a reason why they were very polar opposite looking.
Now, Miss, could you speak on that a little bit more? I believe you'd be more.
Why I gotta be the
I mean,
I mean, if we're
a
going
quick
to
Instagram search, everybody's gonna know which side of the fence I
Well,
fall on.
I
It's
actually
fucked up, but it is what it is. There's this, you
I
know,
got a different message from the film, but y'all go ahead.
well, we would
different
have to
message.
talk about the concept of passing.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know what passing means, that is a practice that you know what, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it.
Please don't.
Light-skinned women would not all of them. I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of light-skinned women would pretend to be white to get into white society. That is just the truth of what passing is.
Yep.
And you know, if we take it a step further, it is a survival tactic. So I
Okay,
can't be
thank you.
mad at it.
Mm-hmm. That little bit on top of it was, I think, the part I would have been missing, and you so eloquently put it, because it
Yes.
was something from one flip of the coin can seem one way, but if you own that side of the coin, what the hell are you supposed to do in the first place?
Right. And there's a movie called The Imitation of Life, and it's been redone a couple of times, but The Imitation of Life deals with the concept of passing if you ever want to see what it is in quote unquote nature. But you do have to look white. Like you can't just be light skinned. You have to have, as they say, Eurocentric features. So you have to
You
really
can't have a nose like mine or lips like mine, is what she's saying.
Yeah. And in fact, it happened in Hollywood. There's several actresses that were light skinned who were deemed white until later on when they actually were like, yeah, I had a black parent. Which in our society, if you have a black parent, you are considered black.
100%.
Yes.
Ain't no going back.
Yes. Yeah. Like what? Once you find that out, you are considered
Use a
black.
blackie.
And that's the other thing about passing is
Blackie.
you cannot say
Blackie.
you have a black relative. You don't have to say
You can't even look like you know black people.
right.
As soon
Like
as you do,
you
they gonna
have
figure
to
you out.
act like you do not associate with anything black. That is the That's the whole point of passing. And it's just a reality that happened. Okay. So we're not being racist. This is what happened. But with I'm about to call her Haley. With Mary. Is it May or Mary?
Mary. It's Mary. It's Mary. It's not Mary. Correct.
With Mary, that she's a passing white woman or a passing black woman. If you look at Haley Steinfeld, she is. She very much
half. She's actually.
She's not half. She is not half.
She's not half.
She's quarter.
Quadruple it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I will shut up, man.
A fourth. Fool.
But again, she's white looking, Eurocentric features with people of color. I'll even say that people of color in her genetic background. But she would be the definition of a black person passing as a white person in this, especially in this movie, because that's her whole point. Versus Annie, who is very dark skinned, kinky hair. There's no denying this is a black woman.
Could be white, Mac, and she still looked the way she do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like one of her grandparents on one side is black, is what we're saying.
Yes. Right.
Like her great granddaddy was.
Yeah.
Jerome.
Yes.
That's what it is.
And in the movie, and this is also a cinematic trope for a while, the darker skinned black woman. I wonder if I can say this because this is actually just a term. Like, I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know if this is going to be like edited or if we're going to get in trouble, but
nope. He's just going to play it. Go ahead.
The darker skinned women in movies and TV shows were mammies. They were the nurturers. They were the caretakers. There's another term called wet nurse where they would breastfeed the master's children. This is all true. Okay. And they were considered beneath everybody else. Whereas the light-skinned Mary would be held in high regards. And she portrayed herself as being desired. She was a desirable commodity. And I guess that's also another thing. She was considered a commodity, whereas Annie would be considered property. And I think Trill knows what I'm getting at with that one. Mary could get away with a lot more than Annie, even though
marry Mary, you would own Annie. That's what she's trying to say back then. But because the 1940s, Anne had her own homestead and a haberdashery where we saw her trade slavery coins for trinkets and wares and potions. It was the amulet that she bestowed upon the man she loved that saved him from his brother's bite, if we remember correctly. It wasn't until he removed the amulet, rolled the cigarette, and took out the BAR fucking 50 cal big ass motherfucking gun and went to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's a very spiritual there as well. But you hit everything I wanted to say. The mammy note, the weight, the size difference, the reason. I want to ask y'all, why did it look like that bitch was wet? Why did it look like she was wet the whole movie? Why did it look like all of her clothes was moist? Tell me I'm lying.
Hey,
I've seen the movie twice. Am I on drugs?
Maybe she was just sweaty.
Who we talking about?
God damn it, she was sweating too much for me. I was not motherfucking like.
Who we talking about again?
Looking at her, looking at the screen, looking at her, looking at the screen, looking at her, looking at the screen. Talking about Mary. Mary's whole outfit when she went to the bar looked like somebody poured a bucket of water on.
You told me to shut up about it. I'm gonna be quiet. I said she thirsty stuff.
You really shut it up. That's hilarious. I love that, Matt.
She was thirsty as a motherfucker. She needed water. I mean, that woman was drooling on. Well, I mean, she was a vampire, but still, you know.
But that's also another thing that's I guess to answer your question or this question, that's, I think, what I gravitated towards was this colorism, flat out colorism. Because another thing about the light-skinned Black woman versus the dark-skinned Black woman is because the light skin is more desirable, they are more sexualized. And look at Mary. She is a hypersexualized figure.
Well, also it helps.
From the moment you see her.
But it's okay.
What, Mac?
Huh? What?
What did you say?
I said it also helps is Haley Steinfeld. But yeah, you're right.
I'm talking about the image, not the actress.
Oh.
They cast an actress that was for a reason. You know, is what she's.
I get it.
And then like Annie, I mean, she could be sexualized too. I mean, she was, but it's a different form of it. Like she can be sexual, but she can't be overtly sexual.
To me, let me be.
Yeah, you can't be cooking and be sexual at the same time.
Let me be
right.
honest.
That's it. Everybody.
I was more attracted. You can say whatever you want. I was more attracted to, as much as everybody wants to say they were attracted to Mary, and I get it. She's a beautiful woman. She's sexual. I was attracted to Annie more than I was attracted to Mary. Just being honest, that's me.
Okay,
we see it twice to see Michael B. Jordan. You know,
he had two. I'll put it like this: Michael B. Jordan was a lucky. Sorry, Stack and Smoke were lucky people. Let's put it like that. I wish I was. Well, I would. Let me be honest.
But if you think about it, he sent the girl away so she'd have a better life. And the movie is titled Sinners, right? And this is kind of what I want to wrap it into, right?
Go ahead.
Each main character's sin led them to the barn that night, right?
Lust.
And it was sin and prejudice that led the zombie originally into the KKK's house. The Native Americans come up and warn them. The lady don't want to listen. She come back in. Her husband already turned.
No,
right?
And then he literally said in his native language, "God be with you."
Mm-hmm.
God be with him. He literally said that.
Blessed you, because like he knew
he's not who he said.
The sun was coming down. It's time to roll.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna fight not when they flying around. We can chase them from where he was at, hiding. Obviously, that's why he didn't suddenly combust, because Okay, so everybody's sin led them to the barn, right?
Yeah.
The brothers' sin, we know what they did. They did some stuff in Chicago. Their sin was on full display. What about the preacher's son?
I have a line I want to say right now that I thought was funny. Hey, you smell anything? I think I shit myself. I laughed at that.
Thank you, man. Miss, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think about what I'm saying?
I'm back to answer that question, because he's like that kid where you're like, Mac, answer the question. I poop myself.
What was the question?
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, man. What do you think about the preacher's sin that brought him to the juke joint that night? Because we can deduce Sam. We can deduce that every person that was in that place was in that place.
Sam's
every main character was.
So you want to know what Sam's sin was? Sam's sin was technically lust. No matter how you put it, he was lusting. He lusted after a mere woman. And in all honesty, if you want me to get biblical here, it is basically the same thing that David did. David lusted after Bathsheba. He lusted after, and Bathsheba was a married woman. The woman that he was lusting after was also married. So thus, It still has a pathway back to the Bible. Sorry, guys, I read the Bible. I read the Bible. I had this engraved in my head as a kid. So yes.
Mac, I just spent like the past 2 minutes talking about the concept of passing. Go ahead about the Bible.
What?
Keep talking about the Bible.
Oh, I'm talking about the Bible, yeah. So that was his sin. His sin was lust.
Missed?
I was trying to think if there was another one, but yeah, this is lust. I was trying to think greed, because I guess greed and lust kind of can
Well, the preacher. See, Sam wasn't greedy. I didn't
Yeah,
see
he
he
didn't
was a
ask for any
greedy
money.
person. He just was lusting after that woman. I mean, he. I'll admit, when he was there, his intentions was all good because all he wanted to do was all he wanted to do was go down there and play and literally get famous off of all he wanted to do was literally play music. He just wanted to play music. That's what he wanted to do when he was there. But when he got there, when he was playing music, that woman literally lusted. He lusted after that woman, and even though that woman said, "I'm married," he still was lusting after him. He sinned. So Sam did technically sin. That was his sin. It was lust. Um, is it? But my question still remains, and I say this: why was Remick so intrigued by Sam? What was so intriguing? Out of all the people who sinned, because everybody was sinners in that damn place, but one person he wanted was Sam. He was like gun
His
ho
voice.
on Sam.
He felt like his voice would be a bridge to speak to other black people. He was going to use music to convince other black people and get them to be vampires.
Okay,
That's why his voice is so powerful.
okay, that's okay. It's okay, okay, cool. I get it.
Yeah.
which did happen.
Yeah, it did.
It did happen.
It did.
Did happen. Did happen.
Yeah.
Okay. I wrote something down about. Hold on a second. I want to
Mm-hmm.
read this off. Um. Okay. So you guys remember the scene I was talking about earlier, where at the train station, you were talking about the original lust scene, where Sam lusts after the married woman. Therefore, the married woman lusts after him. They both commit adultery. That is their sin. It's very easy to say that married woman takes a train to come see you. I don't care what you say, like whatever you did to her, she had to have been thinking about it when she told the lie to get on the train to come over here. So you can be like, yeah, my mother died. That's fine, but you didn't have to come slide over here and see me.
Right.
Send. Um, what about Delta Slim? I feel like Delta Slim was amazing in his role, and in the scene that we first, he chewed up every scene, honestly. But in the scene that we first got introduced to him, his voice, his posture, and it lets you know he was amazing at making music before you even saw him start making music. You know what I'm saying? Before you even heard him sing, before you even heard him play the harmonica or the piano, before any of that, you knew that he was cold at it because of how he was talking to him. Like, yeah, I hadn't seen everything, like somebody at the job you work at that's like a veteran, that's an OG, that's experienced. And then I don't know, just from him and the being, the harmonica scene, and then him passing the people who had got locked up, telling a story about his friend who, he had made some money. They had seen him try to spend the money. The KKK came and robbed him and, said it was their money and demasculated him and hung him up. About how he drank every day to hide that pain. I was leaving the movie theater and I was like, what was Delta Slim sin?
I got it. His sin.
Matt?
Oh,
Hmm?
his sin was easy. Um, do not have no God before me. Now you're probably wondering, Mac, what did he idled more than God?
Say it loud, Matt. So they
Huh?
can hear you in the back. Say it loud so they can hear you in the back.
What he idolized, he literally used he idolized that bottle before he idolized God. He literally
Amen.
he couldn't put down that bottle, so he worshipped that bottle more than anything. He couldn't put that bottle. He used that bottle as a coping mechanism to worship as opposed to anything. He did anything for that bottle. You also can argue that was a form of greed because it was that, but that was his sin. But also, we can go into the 10 things God hates. So we could get into that because technically the 10 things God hates are technically sins. So
Missed your reaction to Delta Slim and his story arc.
You know what? I was thinking of my mom because she says that too. She basically says there's nothing before God. I'm not going to go into her 5 hour prayers because she has literally prayed to me for 5 hours. Uh, but yeah, I mean, like, I kind of like where Mac was going with that. I kind of want him to continue that thought because I really didn't think about that until he said that. Because I was on your side where I'm like, everybody has a sin in that juke joint, but because I am not well versed in the Bible like that,
Sorry.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm saying I'm not. I am not that well versed in the Bible like that.
Hmm.
Uh, what Max said actually makes sense
Hmm.
because, well, first of all, drinking, imbibing in spirits is not a good thing.
Nope.
You're not supposed to do that. That's a bad thing.
That's a bad thing. Yeah.
Uh,
It says alcoholic spirits,
Yeah.
yes,
spirits and wines. You tell me.
As much
but
as I'm not saying that Delta Slim wasn't a bad person. It's just you could be a good person and still worship another idol. It's not.
yes,
It has nothing to do with you being a bad or a
What,
good
what
person.
we're alluding to is yes, he had pain from what happened to
Yeah.
his friend and him being proxy.
I'm
What we're
sorry.
saying is instead of turning into the bottle,
He should have been turned into God.
yes,
mhm,
which
That
is
was.
what I was right about to say actually.
Yeah. He should have been
um,
turned into God as opposed to that Bible. That
which is
Bible.
why that phrase, there's nothing before God. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you're struggling, don't pick up the bottle, pick
Pick
up
up
the
the
Bible,
Bible. Yeah. And he chose that bottle, thus that's his sin. You know. And here's
and
the thing.
relied on but not Bible, relied on the bottle.
He relied on that bottle more than it. Because if you look at it, he didn't care about getting paid. He only cared about drinking. He's worried about the niggas drink. And
well, no. He was worried about getting paid consistently. And it wasn't until they offered him beer, which is something they clearly didn't have. Now they had um what was it like what was it corn whiskey or what was it
Irish
now?
whiskey, Irish.
No, it was Irish beer is what they had because that's what sold him to make him come
Yeah,
was the Irish beer. Because remember he opened the beer and handed it to him.
yeah.
So it was the illusion of something new that really attracted him, but it was, as you said, the same
It
old
was
sin.
a new addition. Something that was a new addition. Another idol. Another thing that he has to worship, which is the Bible, which is the bottle that he was worshiping more than anything. Thus, no God before me.
No, he is right. I do agree.
All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. The Pearson grade this in my head.
No. You're
No, like,
absolutely right. This movie had a lot of
again, Mac, I spent
symbolism.
10 minutes talking about passing.
uh,
You can talk about the Bible.
okay, okay, cool. Next. You got any
So
more sins you want me to talk about?
Oh, that was
no.
the other thing I was going to talk about involving spirits. If I recall, this is also during the time where you were not actually supposed to be selling spirits. You had to keep that underground.
Oh yeah, this is the bootleg
Hmm.
era.
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah, bootlegging was illegal, 100%.
I
The
think this,
only
yeah, because it's the
occasion,
same time that that other movie all like came out that I was gonna pick next,
right?
but I can't say it now because it's gonna be a spoiler. So next, I would like to do a different version. So my dad, he used to do this thing. All right, Spencer, would you rent it at Blockbuster, watch it on TV, buy it, or never see it again? Which one would you do? So what would you do? Would you watch it on a streaming service if it popped up? Would you purchase it, or would you pass?
Okay, so this is a good question. So for me, if it's on a if it's on a streaming service, I'm gonna watch it again.
Okay.
I don't feel like I need to buy said film because I feel like it's going to be on a streaming service, so thus I'll be able to watch it for a limited time. Thus, I wouldn't have to. So I'm
Okay,
going
wait.
with the streaming service.
Pause. Real quick. Do you own a large collection of DVDs or Blu-rays or VHSs that you currently watch? Or is it just a collection that you may just have? Or do you not have a physical collection at all?
Oh, I
Because I'm
got the
all digital.
don't enter. I got the physical. I got physical media, but
Okay, so I was just curious if physical media was something you
yeah,
would
it's a. I
something you
had
would
it
pick
for
up.
a long. I had that's a long time ago. Like I
Okay.
collected all the Indiana Jones films. I actually collected. I
Ooh,
tried
those
to
are good.
collect all the James Bond films. So
I got my dad a collection pack of all the Star Wars films a couple of years ago.
mhm.
He loved that. Like you know how they have like
Yeah,
all
I
and
I'm happy that I got all the James Bond and I got all the Indiana Jones. I was happy. I was like, oh yeah, I got even.
no, that's actually dope. I'm looking to get all the Indiana Jones for my dad because he loves Indiana
But
Jones.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The collection is not completed because I refuse to get Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and the Dial of Destiny because I don't want to watch that film again because those two films are shit. But
But okay, so those would be films you wouldn't watch again. Not even if they want to earn the streaming service, you wouldn't
no,
watch them.
I don't want to watch it again because they're
Okay,
shit.
but this movie Sinners, you would watch it on the
Oh,
streaming
I watch it
service,
again. I watch it again. But this
but
doesn't
you would
bother me.
not buy it physically,
No, because here's the thing, and I don't know if Miss agrees with me. Physical media is dying. It is dying
I feel so too. Yep,
huh?
I I I I concur.
Yeah,
I agree.
it's dying and it's dying. I admit physical media is something that we can need. It's something that we need, but physical media is dying. So streaming is literally something at a premium. Don't get me wrong. I don't feel like it's worth getting a DVD is because it's going to be so much. A Blu-ray DVD costs more money than you just going to watch it on stream. So that's my take. Now
Also, how many people have a Blu-ray DVD player,
I got one.
right?
I got two
I,
actually.
I
But
have I have a
PS5
DVD
is it.
player.
a lot of people have one, maybe two, one,
I got three.
But like, okay, this is 2025. In 2035, how many do we still have? I mean, we're collectors of technology, so we kind of vibrate at a different vibration. We like retro games and retro things. Like within arm reach, right here, I have a GameCube controller.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Like we like retro things.
yeah.
It's the stuff we're into. So, what I'm essentially saying is, I think that was a good question for my dad to ask in the '90s, but maybe we've outpaced it. So, Miss, I'll let you answer the question, and then we'll go to the regular numbers
Okay, before
question.
I answer your question, it's kind of funny because Double Toasted does a ratings like this too, where they have like matinee rental, and I forgot the other two, but they have kind of a similar rating. We might want
Oh
to
yeah,
incorporate that.
go see it at the movie theater, rent it,
Like
or
I said, I'm not
own
saying
it.
it's a bad film. I'm just saying if I watch it again, I wait till it's streaming. But also as an added bonus, if it's on Black Friday and it's like cheap on Black Friday, I'm getting the DVD.
Okay,
So
so if it's on sale in the bargain bin, picking it up.
picking it
If
up
it's
immediately.
15, 25 bucks, passing it by, not even
Yeah,
stopping.
I'm not gonna. If I see something
But if
that
you see in the bargain bin, you're like, oh shit, I gotta get this, right?
I gotta get
Like
it, like
seeing
I have to
Tombstone in the
get it.
bargain bin.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
worth the money. It's
okay.
worth the money because yeah, I gotta get it.
All right. So Miss, answer the question your way then. It's
Okay,
movie just came out. You've seen it matinee. You're waiting to see it at home streaming, or is it such a good movie you gotta own it?
okay. So I would definitely do streaming because, like we've all said, it's that's just kind of the way things are going in terms of how we're consuming media now. So that's kind of a no-brainer. Would I buy like it? Let's say streaming services with kaput, and we went back a decade ago. Would I buy it? There would have to be conditions. And that's only because I think I've gotten so used to not buying DVDs now at this point that that's just not the first thing I go to anymore. Like I used to buy DVDs all the time,
Same here.
and then prices got super jacked up.
When they went to
It, it,
Blu-ray, I feel like I stopped buying
Blu-ray,
DVDs when they went to Blu-ray.
yes, yes.
It
Like,
was
I mean,
pointless technology.
I was still buying Blu-ray because I had a Blu-ray DVD player and I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, like
But
the PlayStation thing had the blue. Okay, go ahead.
right,
Sorry.
yeah. It was all of that. Like some of it, I didn't have a choice but to get the Blu-ray. But the more I was trying to like spend money to watch all this stuff, the more I'm like, I am just killing my account here with stuff that I watch one time, put it back in this case, and then I don't even think about it
It
anymore.
collects dust.
Right.
Yep.
So would I buy Sinners? Probably not, unless it became a collector's item,
Okay.
which or like a special edition item. Like it, I would have to have a super legitimate reason to buy it now, regardless of
Man,
how much I like it or not.
we may interject. So what
But
it sounded like is we're all walking through Walmart, or say we're walking through the convention floor, and we see a bin, and the bin has Batman and Forever, $5, Sinners, $10. We're all picking it up, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
We're all picking it up. That's fair,
I mean,
right?
I'm picking Batman Forever too because
I'm picking Batman Forever. That's what I said too.
I
For
love
$5,
the
I'm
Batman
definitely
games.
picking that up.
Yeah.
like
$5.
okay, it actually reminds me of how I found out about Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I never knew it existed. And apparently by the time I found it, it existed for a few years. So the way
They
I
made a
found out
third?
about it, what?
Never mind. We'll talk about it later. I didn't know they
So
made a third one, bro.
yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And then there's Sonic and Knuckles. So, you know.
Oh, maybe
But
that's a no.
but how I found out about Sonic 3 was
You're
I
talking about the volume pack?
no, I'm talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That's
I know
it.
what you're talking about. There's it was a thing on PC.
No, I'm talking about for Sega,
The
Sonic the
movie.
Hedgehog 3.
I know. They had
Oh,
a PC game of Sonic the
I
Hedgehog. No,
I didn't know they had a PC game. I'm talking about the Sega Genesis one.
Oh, I'm talking about the PC game. That's what
All
I'm talking
right,
about.
all right, all right,
But
all right.
but
We're gonna go.
what I'm getting at is the way I found out about it was the reason why was my parents, we were in a mall or some type of mall type setting, and they had that bargain bin, you know, and it's like that bargain bin where it's like y'all just threw stuff in there because it was like games and toys, and it was like they just threw whatever they didn't want to throw out in this bin. And I was looking through it and I saw Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and I'm like, holy crap. And it was like $2. And
That's what I'm saying. The
so,
bargain is lit.
yeah, so that gave me a reason to get it. Because not only had it been out for like 3-4 years after it debuted, I guess, it was at a low price. So with Sinners, I would need that kind of a reason, you know.
For sure.
I wouldn't get like it's gonna come out on DVD apparently in December, and it's already at like $20, I think. $20 or $30.
I'll wait till next Christmas.
But yeah, I wouldn't get it then. It's
No,
kind of like it's
absolutely not.
cool and all, but it's like no, I'll just watch it on streaming,
Yeah, it's gonna be
which
on
also
streaming.
comes out next week.
Right.
It
Which is a perfect
does.
No, it's a perfect segue because right now this week, if you see this episode, you can see it either on streaming or in theaters, depending on when it airs. So,
Well, considering Mac is gonna like put this out in the summer, I think.
oh fuck, it would definitely be on streaming. Then, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be on stream. By the time you see this, it might actually be streaming and DVD.
Yeah.
Deadass. All right, 1 through 5. What are you giving it, Mac? I mean, 1 through 10. I mean, what's your rating on the movie?
I don't give stuff a 10 out of 10 because it's built for certain films. I feel like I'm gonna give this a 8.5 out of 10. It's good. I just don't feel like it deserves that perfect rating just yet. I think it's a great film. quotable, fun film, great film. Um, I give it 8.5. Not saying it's a bad film. I just feel like distinctly, if you give it a 10 out of 10, it's just for distinctly a great film. But 8.5 is not bad.
Missed?
Give it a 9. Because I love the acting, I love the messages, because there's a lot of messages in that movie. The only thing that knocks it down for me, and I think I'm just noticing this a lot more with movies, is it's irking me that sometimes when you introduce an element, it doesn't feel like it belongs here. And for some reason, the whole the whole vampire thing, while cool, and it is integrated. For some reason, I kind of wish that was its own movie. Like, like that could just be focused on and not with the not with Stack and Smoke. Like I kind of wish those two elements were focused on differently.
Like we had a period gangster movie and then we had a period zombie movie, both set in the same setting for
Yeah,
two
and
different movies.
I was gonna bring this up.
Like
So
a part one and two.
right. So another thing that this movie reminded me of a little bit was Eve's Bayou, which takes place in the same general area. It takes place, I think, Louisiana, but same the South. And I think roughly around the same time period. Um, and with Eve's Bayou, they kind of had that same problem where certain elements define one part of the movie, and then certain elements define the other part of the movie. And they were trying to squish them together. And it's like, okay, I get where you're going, but this feels forced.
Hmm.
And so that kind of stuff knocks it down. Another movie that does it is Mortal Kombat 2021. That felt like two different movies in one movie. That irritated the crap out of me.
Yeah, it was like a single player campaign plus the main story you're actually trying to watch.
Because like the whole thing with Scorpion and Sub-Zero genuinely felt like its own movie.
That's what I'm
Everything
saying. That
else,
was the shit you
right,
wanted to watch. The single player
right.
campaign was the shit the guy you didn't know. Your
The
creative
only thing
character.
that saved that was Kano, and y'all know it. Kano saved that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, like that kind of stuff just kind of knocks it down for me because it takes me out of the experience a little bit.
So I'm torn. My true rating is, well, I hate to say this, but I agree with Mac, 8.5, right? But there's no such thing as half measures in my book, but it's not a true nine to me. And that's why I was stuck on the 8.5. Because for everything you just said, Miss, um, I do really enjoy the zombie part. I mean, not zombie, you said too. The vampire part. I feel like the vampires, I feel like it doesn't bother me as much as it has for some people who have that criticism of this movie. But what I will say that I do wish the conflict with the vampires was stretched out longer than dialogue, horror, and then an action scene. Um, Maybe they got picked off slowly one by one, but now I'm nitpicking a great movie just to honestly just to nitpick it. Okay, I agree with you, Mist. And I agree with Mac. The answer is nine.
Okay, that's fair.
So the overall score for the movie is a nine. I feel like this was a great movie. I feel like it was a good pick. Mist, how do you feel about the pick?
Oh, I enjoyed it. I was kind of stupid because I was trying to find it on streaming service. I'm like, oh wait, this movie just came out. What am I doing? But I really liked it. Plus, I'm partial to vampire movies, even though it is and is not a vampire movie.
Right. Yeah. I feel you like a like what was the movie where they were like being chased by a monster, but it was all like first person. So you never really saw the monster. You saw like smaller creatures, and that's what they were really faced like Cloverfield, right? And then
Yeah,
Clover, the sequel. she was
Isn't
like
that when you actually see the monster? Like one of them is when you actually see the monster.
yeah, but you see it like far away. You know what I'm saying? It's always this looming threat. It's not like it's
Right,
Independence Day where he punches it in the fucking face and drags it into the,
right.
that's more or less what I'm saying. Um, I do get some vibes of that. Like maybe it's a great movie just before its time. Because I did like how it was shot in IMAX for some things, for those more intimate moments like doing the music, but more wider for easier storytelling.
Right.
Mac, how do you feel about the movie?
Oh, it was alright.
Why do you keep saying that?
Nah, I was just playing with you. It was a great film. I liked it. I really did enjoy it. I was just talking junk. It was a good film. I think I feel like um, whenever we get a film by this director, it's always going to be a treat to watch. Um, I really love it when he makes a film. Whenever he does a film, is a must watch, and this is a film I'm glad you picked it because it is a definite must watch. But I will say this: there is one thing I really critiqued in this film. Uh, I wrote it down. Remick talked too damn much. I would have just said, "Bite me already," you know.
One, run the one, man. Right. All right.
I
So,
would have said, "Bite me, motherfucker." Damn it, you talking too damn much.
right. That was a tempting offer for some people. Okay, so my next movie choice, um, I was honestly, I was going to do an old movie, but I want to keep it somewhat relative to this year.
Uh huh.
So I'm gonna do the movie I saw before I saw Sinners, which was Captain America: Brave New World.
Cool.
That would be my
Black
choice.
director. Oh, that Black Captain America. Forgot.
Black Captain America.
Black Captain America. Before we get
Black America.
before you get there, we had to do the pit. What you want us to do? You want us to pitch a want me and Mister pitch a. So we got to figure out who's going to go after.
Oh, of course, of course, of
We need
course.
to figure out
So
who's going to go after Loveless because his
no.
career is over.
So wait. Did you? My question. We're not gonna do pitch me a new movie. That's not what we're doing. We're gonna do something different this time.
Okay.
Instead of pitch me a sequel, what I want you to do is pitch me a two movie sequel. Like either Sinners was part one of a movie, and then he comes out with another movie. Maybe not Sinners 2, but it's like the spiritual sequel of it. Or give me Sinners 2 and 3. You see what I'm saying? Like, what movie is like a spiritual sequel of another movie, but it's not the same movie? Oh, like when they did like Pitch Black. It was Pitch Black, and then there was Chronicles of Riddick, and they did Pitch Black again. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, it was Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick, and then it was just Riddick, right? So
Yeah.
obviously they all happened one after another, but 2 and 3 weren't really linked together like
I
that
got
much, like
something.
one and two.
I'll go. I'll go ahead and go.
I think I do too.
I got something. So I'm gonna go ahead and go because I got it in my fresh in my head. Okay, so the sequel, just like Pitch Black, you do know Pitch Black definitely got it. That actually has prequels, so we're actually gonna do a prequel and a sequel. The prequel will be with Remick,
Crap.
how he came to America, and how he did all this stuff. How he did, because we know he was from France, so we need to know how he
Here's
came
some
to
Ireland.
America, how he got on the boat. Because actually, when he got on the boat, there's a lot of sick people. That's what happened. He was literally taking them out on the boat. You figure that out. He survived the plague, which people had, but technically he was the person delivering the plague. We see him
Hmm.
going from the He's literally going from the south. He sees everything. He sees everything from you see time pass from him. He literally sees the settlers coming into America. He sees the Civil War, and he sees the Civil War, and now he sees the French and Indian War. That's where we're gonna get to the French and Indian War. He was a part of that war. He was a part of the French and Indian War, which is a lie. A lot of the Indians know who he is and what he does because during the battle during the French and Indian War, he was a part of that war, and he was the reason why they know who he is and why they feared him because they killed a lot. They had to kill a lot of his people to they had to unalive a lot of his people to get past that. Now, that's my prequel pitch. My sequel pitch is what I originally had planned. Well, it's going to be. It's going to take place in. It's going to be a real place of. We are talking about blues, and I think Miss is going to say crap again. I want to take a period piece in the rap era. We're going to get into the rap. We're going to get into rap. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this evil producer, played by Winston Duke, who is literally a producer who does crazy things, shady things behind the scenes. But it turns out that Winston Duke's character is a vampire, and he's doing these shady deals, and he's literally making this Illuminati with all the people, all these people that are the head executives, all these people that are like all these old-fashioned rappers, everybody that's like taking over the industry at this point are all vampires. They're all vampires. Every last one of them are vampires, and some people do not want them to be a part of his organization. They figure out that why go out and do a terrorize during the day when we can just literally have a sexual ritual blam and literally get them and just find a way to get blood from other people. That's what they're doing. All these sacrifices. It's sort of interesting. I feel like they could do this because it'd be a great way of showing how the industry is today. I feel like it literally gives that same feel because the industry is basically blood-sucking vampires. So basically what I'm doing is basically taking that concept and just putting it in today's time. So that's what I want to do. So if you're wondering, Mac, what Mac is doing, yes, I am doing something that has to deal with alleged people, which are being held on trial today. They are alleged people. But that's what I'm trying to do. It's really a concept of the industry and how the industry is done and what you had to do to get in the industry. To get into that industry, to get into that circle, you must be a vampire. Because you start noticing that they're not. They only think about it. They only hang out at night. They barely hang out in the daytime. They wear clothes and hoodies. Makes you think about it a little bit. It has sort of a feel of a rec type of thing, a rec film or found footage film. This found footage film like Rec or anything. It really would be a cool way of doing that to show what the industry is. Yeah.
All right, Miss, what you got?
Okay, so my prequel would be the story of Stack and Smoke and how they started working for Al Capone in the first place.
That's a good one.
Because that is actually kind of a interesting, rare thing. And that's not really explored. So I can see like they don't know who Al Capone is, or they know the name, but they don't recognize who Al Capone is. And they're just acting like, two guys who are not acting, but they're two guys who are hustlers, and they're pickpocketers and all that kind of stuff. And they just so happen to pickpocket Al Capone, and Al Capone lets them go. But he's like, who are those guys? I want to know who they are. And so the movie is Al Capone's guys trying to recruit Stack and Smoke, but because they are black men with white dudes coming after them, they are, being very creative and crafty, trying to get away from them. And finally they get cornered and Al Capone like comes out the shadows. He's like, hey, why don't you work for me? The end. Of course, it's going to be a lot more eloquent than that, but that's the synopsis. In terms of a sequel, in terms of a sequel, I kind of want to focus on Stack again since he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to remember. Remick died, right?
Yeah,
Remick
dies.
He died. Yeah, he did.
Okay. So, I would say in the sequel, Stack is kind of like the new Remick, and he's doing his version of what Remick was promoting, because obviously this is a different era, because now it's 60 years later.
Yeah.
So, and it's a commentary on how basically things are different, but things are the same for certain people groups, if you get what I'm saying. So it's this whole commentary of Stack thinking that, all right, so everything has changed. Black people are free, but they're owning businesses and blah, 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 blah. But he's also seeing the tragedies that are still occurring with Black people. So he's seeing like, what's his name? Rodney King. Mm-hmm. Like he's seeing tragedies like that unfold. He's seeing, like rappers going to jail or, little kids getting shot. So he's seeing all this tragedy and it's bringing up those feelings of, wow, we did all of this. We worked so hard and we're still being seen as less than people. So it's him, trying to come to terms with it is progressing, but we still have a long way to go. And in that story, he becomes very angry and bitter, but he has to come to terms with, and I hate to say it this way, we got to accept what we get. Take it for what it is. Take it for the fact that we are progressing, even though we're still seen as lesser citizens.
You done?
So, yes.
I want to also say, I also got to add something. My prequel will be directed by Taika Waititi. He also directed such films as What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay, you lost me with that one. Like, why would Ryan Coogler not direct?
Ryan Coogler will be a producer because you want me to do back-to-back films, so you got to give. He's producing the film.
You can have back-to-back films; they don't have to be made back-to-back.
Yeah, but I won't.
Here's my reason. Is overrated.
Hear me out.
This wins.
Trill, you gotta listen to my reason before you diss it. Here's my reason for picking Taika Waititi. It is based on an Indian. It's basically an Indian during the French and Indian War. We need somebody that's a part of that culture to direct that film.
You're thinking the wrong type of Indian, Claire.
So thus, he can give an insight on what they do.
He's Indian American, not Native American.
He did what?
Right?
No.
Miss Google.
Wait, spell his name?
Taco. Oh, sorry, I got it.
Yeah, spell his
Google thing.
Yeah, Max, say it.
Taika Waititi. I don't know how to say it.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Okay, so he is from New Zealand, first of all.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. So it says his mother's family were Russian, Jewish, Irish, and other European ethnicities, while his father's side was Maori and a bit of French Canadian. So hold on, what's Maori? Polynesian. So he's basically Polynesian descent.
Okay, wrong. Well, I saw what was it? The Reservoir Dogs. That's the reason why I did that because he did direct that.
Huh, I didn't know he was married to Rita Ora.
Yeah, he was.
Or is. He still is.
Yeah, he still is. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, here we go. Watiti describes himself as a Polynesian Jew.
I do like the idea of us tracking multiple historic, like negative plague type things back to, I'm pretty sure it's from Ireland, not from France, but it's neither here nor there. Back to their like the origin of being this original vampire strain. I like that. And because I do like something timely, the idea of Diddy vampire shit sounds kind of funny, but done in an elegant way underneath Ryan could be pretty cool.
I think Ryan Coogler can really make it funny a little bit. It can be
I
funny.
do like the idea of the background story of the brothers and how they got the money. That sounds dope. I like that a lot, though.
You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. If I lose, I lose. I gotta see it. Buster Rhymes is
I'm gonna go with Mac only slightly, only because I think like the plague. I think that aspect really caught me the most out of everything you guys said.
yeah, because the
You
plague,
know,
because
him biting somebody and they get sick on the boat, or this flu is this person, this town, this something happened, something mysterious. Like I can see the newspaper flippings and it being him and time passing. Yeah, yeah, it could literally go right up until he fucked around and found out what the chicka's draw, chicka wow no no, until he found out with them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The people he ran into that started at the start of the Sinners movie.
Miss, you know
I
where
like
I
that.
got
Yes.
that. You know where I got that whole ship idea from. Just take a
Okay.
wild guess. It's from another vampire film.
I was like, I know that. I know that scene. That's why I was like, I can't believe Troll picked that because I'm like, why do I know that scene?
It's from Interview with a Vampire.
That's what I
Oh
thought.
yeah.
It
It
also
makes sense.
happens in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
It does, but I know it happened in an interview with Vampire because they were wondering why is everybody dying on the ship. This like, oh,
It
they
was
think it's
giving
the
me like
plague and they're really
Underworld
killing them.
vibes,
Huh?
where they were like on the ship and they were talking to the werewolf or
Yeah,
whatever.
they were on the
That's
ship
how I felt
and
about
they were wondering why people were dying, and they weren't dying from the plague. It was them two literally killing them off.
Yes.
So I got that
All right,
straight from them.
Mac. What's the next episode?
So we know the next episode is going to be Loveless, but my pick.
Wait. It's wait. If it's Loveless, then we just gotta wait till
No, no, no.
they're gonna
Well,
see it the next
no,
time.
no, no. He has his pick. So the next
Oh,
episode will
oh,
be The Hate You Give.
Yeah.
right.
So after that, it'll be Mac, and then I will
So
be last.
Okay.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Wait, don't spoil it. You gotta tell it next time at the end of Loveless episode.
No, I'm gonna
No,
give it.
no, no,
Nope.
no. Oh, oh, I
You
get
see what
what
I'm saying?
Trill's saying. Yeah, I
You
get
see
what
what I'm
Trill's saying.
saying? Like next time on Dragon Ball Z, you fucking it up.
Well,
You
you want to
telling
know something?
next time.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I will say this, and you can tell me after camera, and we'll give you my choice after we do Trill's episode. But I'm going to ask. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna let Trill decide the fates because I think Miss is gonna just pick whatever want. There were two films made by Benny Siegel, which we are going to do. We're gonna do one or the other. It's state property. The problem is which state property you're gonna choose. You're gonna
State property, the first one.
Are you gonna pick state property 2?
I honestly, I have to like look at
No, there's no
like a
looking here.
synopsis of both movies to figure out which one.
There's no looking. You're going to
Because I
see.
can't remember which one I actually like more. Okay, we'll go two. We'll go two.
I thought you were gonna pick it after the damn show.
Oh,
uh,
well, maybe I'll go with one.
you
I
got
don't
to
know
say.
now. I got time to decide. No, I'm
No, no, don't
indecisive
worry.
again.
Disregard that, people. Don't worry. We don't know which one we're gonna do.
Now I'm
Wow, and see,
indecisive.
I have my pick ready to go, but okay.
I mean, no, 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 no.
Missed.
Trill, you fucked it up, Miss. We're going
Oh,
with you. We're gonna ask you at the when the camera go off. Miss, which one you're gonna do? You get a choice between state property 1 or 2. Don't say your answer. You pick it.
you should have just told us when the camera went off. All right, let's land the plane. Let's get out of here, guys.
all right. Trail, what you got? What you got?
It's been a long, long, long time
That's it. You
and
don't know
a
nothing to
great
plug.
summer. And that's all I got to plug.
All right,
I'm
cool.
on here.
All right, Miss. Oh, see you.
DTH Games and all of our associated channels and profiles and social media, and at some point we'll actually be consistent on it.
All
One
right.
could dream.
Um. All right, guys, and come follow me at Tim Buck Fan 8, and that's me. But if you want to follow GG Game Fixers or anything GF1, just look up anything GF1. Look for the logo, people. That's what you got to look for. All right, guys, we love this episode. We love. There's a great pick. Next time we're gonna do the love you give. Is that right?
Hate.
Huh?
Hate you give.
The hate you give. We're gonna be doing that. I think that's a porno. The hate you give, not the love you give. Guys, it'll be a good. So, see you on the next episode of Black Film Talk. Bye.